Stadium. This is taken just shy of the 10. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. A solid stiff arm. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 30. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll go again with Dobbins. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, they're just...
I paid my first game. That shit was on Hall of Fame. I ain't even know. Oh, yeah.
Well, his completion percentage continues to rise with that one, but sometimes he actually makes a couple of mistakes. Maybe he'll find out throwing that one away. Pretty near the ceiling, no grounding, nothing like that. I think Lamar gets a chance to pick it off even.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. On third down, Jackson going up top. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Jets are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. Straight ahead is Hall. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Calais Campbell on the stop. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
We talk all the time about playmakers on offense, but let's face it, there are plenty of playmakers on defense, too. I think we just saw an example of one, didn't we? Not force that incompletion.
Yeah, he's a great corner. They got a couple of them on that side of the football. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hall. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 27-yard line. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. On first down, Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, they've been back on the heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Oh, it was hit at the line of scrimmage and intercepted. Picked off by Odafe Oweh. And the Ravens are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They'll start with a handoff to Dobbins. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. A gain of 3, second down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Another run here with Dobbins. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring out the 3rd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. Well, not too long ago, Charles, that would have been a new NFL record. But instead, it's shy of setting the record, which is 66, but still from 65 away, one of the longest kicks in league history.
And that puts him in elite company in the NFL. Only a few have ever even attempted that, let alone put it through the post. How about his moment? It came together for him, and he delivered.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls at work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the Plague did on the last one.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Give him 22 there on the third down conversion. Paul want to give up the middle. And some room to work. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 61 yards rushing for him in his first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. He's making quite a splash here in his NFL debut.
Well, he was advertised as being NFL ready, and both you and I tend to arch an eyebrow a little bit when we first hear that. But I think that they were right about this one.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
On 2nd and 12, Wilson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Now Wilson. And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line. It'll go in the books as a sack and a loss of a yard, but more importantly, it leads to 4th down. So Wilson runs off, and now they will go to the man they call Greg the Leg, Greg Zuerlein. A 33-yarder from the left hash. Zuerlein's kick is up and through, and they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
After the made field goal, Zuerlein back out there now to send this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points seeded.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not have the balls go through goalposts.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Jackson. And his throw here's incomplete.
Barton, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
This offense so far on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 15. but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
A big boot that time, 57 yards the official distance. And the Jets will take over. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns.
Open man is Uzomah. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third. They'll run with Hall. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with a football. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Play action. Now Jackson. And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Jets are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson got his man complete over the middle. That's Wilson. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Now it's Wilson. This pass out wide to Hall. On the move past the 40. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Wilson. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able to knock that one away.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, here's Hall. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Zuerlein's kick is up and through. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Braxton Berrios selected to bring it out. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Second half starts with a run by Hall. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A really nice gain of 25 yards. They'll give to Hall. And he's got some space here. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll look to run with Hall. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. They'll try to run with Hall. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Call it no gain that time, and now it's third and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. And
this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. C.J. Uzomah from 3 yards out. And the Jets are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. Taken from about the 12. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Here's Jackson to throw. Steps away to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jackson. That'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty.
Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And the Jetsons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. They go play action with Wilson. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. On is the punter man as he boots this one away. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. And he's got room. Past the 20. 5. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Breece Hall making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead is now 24. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Throwing is Jackson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Jackson. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Give him 22 there on the third down conversion. And worth pointing out, after that last completion, that puts this young quarterback over 10,000 yards passing for his career. And fair to say, he's not done yet.
No doubt about it. He's really just getting started because he's not quite into the prime of his career. So it's likely he's going to hit a few more of these milestones as his career progresses. So
throwing again on second down. Jackson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The former third overall pick, Quentin Williams, there to bring him down.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
Now after that sack, it's third and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Back to throw. And that will be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Here we go. It's Jackson on fourth down. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Now Hall to start the drive. He'll get this up to about the 44.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. A handoff for Hall, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough at run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so.
Yeah. Get my ass whooped. Keep that off. Where you at? Yo! Send me one out of your game. The fucking trap shit. Okay, I'm busting that bitch wide open. Yeah, trap running. Oh yeah. I couldn't it ain't like yo was picking me apart. Yo beat me on the ground. Reese Hall just kept busting that bitch.